Well, good morning, everyone. How is everyone this Friday morning? Today is August 28th already. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we are winding down. So, what does everyone have planned for the weekend? I can tell you what I do every day, almost every day, but I am getting ready for that retreat in a box. Oh my goodness, I've never done so much cutting in my life. In fact, my husband helped me last night and he just laughs at me. He's like, "You do this every year." And I said, "I know, but I'm limited this year because, it's in a box and I don't want to have 5,000 stamp sets that we're using." So it's been, I put a lot more time into creating the projects, but I'm doing a lot of die cutting. And my husband, who is he's into, his business is robotics and automation. So every time he helps me, he always says, "Lorri, I'm going to invent a machine that die cuts just by pressing it with pressure rather than winding through." So I keep telling him, "I'm waiting for it. Go ahead and invent that. I'll be the first one to try it." Oh man, we have fun, but I'm thankful for his help. So, and a few of my team members are helping me too. So thank you for anyone who's helping me die cut, because we're talking thousands of things I'm cutting out. All right, so let me think what announcements I have pinned to my board up here. So remember, if you're interested in our new Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, you can pre-order that as a demonstrator, which means if you're not a demonstrator already, I would love to have you join my team and you can get in on this. It will be available for the public in September, but you can get it in a starter kit and it's only $99 with free shipping, but you get to choose $125 worth of products. So the machine is $120, so you can pick out a little $5 item to go with that, and you're saving money because you get the free shipping and then all your orders get the discount. So you just might want to give that some thought, and you can either go on my blog and find the link, or just send me an email, or I can text or call you and just walk you through some things. And let's see, also one of the perks of being on my team, I don't know if any of you know this, but I do many tutorials for my team and for my classes, and if you're on my team, you get those for free. So that can save you some money if you're one who purchases those a lot. And let's see, I do have a new class to go. I thought about skipping September just because I'm so busy with my retreat, and the big retreat was supposed to be kind of like my class to go for the month, but because it's sold out and many of you are used to my class to goes, I got one done, and that will debut on September 1st, which is Tuesday, which lines up well with my Facebook Lives, because remember, I do those every Tuesday and Friday mornings for you. So lots going on coming up. It's just really exciting getting into the holidays, and there are just so many yummy products in the catalog. So make sure you check out the catalog. If you don't have one, get a hold of me and I would be happy to get one to you. All right, let's talk about today's project. This one, I'm super excited about. The reason is because you will soon see that you can use this design in so many different ways. We're talking from a birth of a baby to a birthday to women, men, kids. It's really for anyone. And the sky's the limit because you can use so many different colors and you can really get creative. In fact, I just thought of this on the spot. If you do try this card, it would be fun to see you post your versions of it, because I get inspired by all of you guys as well. So if you have any of the supplies, or improvise, even if you don't have the supplies, I would love to see your projects that you make, and then just post them on my link underneath. This video will be on, and then it would be fun to see. All right, so let me do the awkward moment here where I turn this around. I decided to turn it first. You can see my messy wall, so you don't have to look at, my hand. And then you can, you can always see the color of my feet, my socks, I should say, because we still have the battle zone with our thermostat. My son likes to keep it at like 68, and I prefer, oh gosh, Rotate your phone. Okay, I'm sorry about that. When I hit extra buttons, it goes crazy. So, yeah, I need to work on my husband automating this awkward phone moment when I switch everything around. I have to be careful when I push, because if you hit one wrong button. All right, there's the host code, and we will get on with this. So remember, if you see anything you like, please use the host code. And again, if your order is over $150, then just go ahead and get those benefits for yourself. All right, so I'm going to show you the project afterwards. You're going to watch me create it as we go. So let me show you first the stamp set that we're going to be using. This one, I have not used it as much as I thought I would, but when I took a look at all these sentiments, I thought, why am I not using this more? The stamp set is called Well Said, and look at all the stamps you get. There's 51 total stamps in here. This is a cling set, and once again, look at all these occasions you can hit. The nice thing is there's a die set that goes with this. And I was going to get my dies out, but because they're all words, you can't really see them. But in the catalog, you can see them a lot better. Look at all these tiny little words, and they're going to have, it's a really thin layer of cardstock. So I just love words like that. And then there's some embellishments. So that's called Well Written, and it's just going to be really fun to work with. All right, let me get my card here so I can copy it. For starters, you're going to take a piece of Whisper White. I like to use thick cardstock when I'm just doing a one-layer card. One-layer card means this is going to be fast and easy. The dimensions are 4 1/4 by 11, and then scored in half on the long side, which would be 5 1/2. And then just fold on that score line, and that's the start of our card. Now, the next thing we're going to do is cut out a bunch of strips, and I wrote them down, but I will, I think I'll post them on my YouTube channel. I'm starting to put the instructions there because I really, really want people to subscribe to that. Hint, hint, hint. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. I would appreciate it. I'm getting desperate and will like pay people. I'm just kidding. But I'm trying so hard to get 1,000 subscribers so that I can do YouTube lives and not Facebook lives, because there's some advantages to that. All right, so let me go in the order. Whoops, let me put them in the order so that you know. Cool. So I love ombre, and you know this is one of my favorite colors. One of my walls that you maybe saw earlier is the Coastal Cabana, maybe a little bit darker in between these two, but I absolutely love this color. You can see it in my nails too. I always try to put a piece of that in there because I have a lot of clothes that go with that. All right, so the bottom piece, in case you can't see my pencil marks, this one is 3 1/4 by 5/8. And all of these, by the way, are 5/8 inch wide. This one is 3 3/4 by 5/8, 3 1/2 by 5/8, and 3 inches by 5/8. The colors are Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, and Pool Party. Whoops, let me switch these. It goes like this. All right, I'm going to move those to the side and start building here. So, like I said, this one's going to be fast and easy to crank out in quantity. So we're going to take our first strip, which again is Bermuda Bay. And you know what the hardest part of this card is? Getting them on straight. So I apologize if it's not real straight, because if you ever try this with a video above you, it is hard to see the angle that I'm sitting at to get things straight. So that's my alibi. It's really probably just me, but I like to say that to make you think that there's a reason I'm off all the time. And then all you're going to do is lay these on top of each other, and this is about as easy as a card gets. So think about all the other occasions, like say a baby being born. Like we have a baby boy being born in October. My daughter, who has 3 girls, is finally going to have a boy. They were going to have 4 kids no matter what, though, whether it was boys, girls, or whatever. So everyone's comment is, oh, she's finally going to have that boy. Well, she was going to have 4 anyway. All right, we are almost done with this card. Look at that cute ombre look. Now, the next thing we're going to do is take, again, I'll just show you in the book. We're going to use stitch stars. Look at all these fun stars. I cannot believe this has been out, I don't know, at least one. This is year 2, possibly longer, and I just got this. And because I kept thinking, well, 4th of July is over, blah, blah, blah. Do I need it? But I have used this so many times. I love that swirly thing. So anyway, we are using stitch stars, and the 2 stars that we're using, let me grab those. The largest size and the 3rd largest size. I tried the next largest size, but it was too small of a piece of cardstock that came out. So we're going to use largest and 3rd largest. So the die cut, when you cut it out, this is going to be the larger one, and then you'll take that 2nd size and you're going to place it right smack in the middle of it. Now, if your plates are a little warped, it might move around, so you might want to just stick a piece of washi tape on that, but I was using brand new plates, so it stayed on. Or pretty soon our magnetic plate is going to be available with the new Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, so that might even be out there. I got to look that up again. But anyway, we're going to run it through, and this is going to pop out of that 2nd one, the smaller one, so we're going to save that and we're going to use it later on. But this is what it looks like when it pops out. It just gives like a 1/4 inch little border. So now we are going to stick that on, and I really wanted to give this a pop, so I already did this to save a little bit of time, but I put foam adhesive strips on here. And so it'll pop even more. And I put them on all the sides except one side because I want this, let me make sure I get the right size. I want this to pop or to go off the page a little bit. So let's see. And just try to get all the star in the, or most of the star in the, in the colors that you made. All right, so just pop it on like that. Now, remember this, well, I guess I could have put it all on, but I like things offset a little bit. Now what I'm going to do is just snip off that edge that goes over. That's too long, but again, that was on purpose. Now, you just need to for sure put a, whoops, let me grab my foam tape. Put a little tiny piece because you don't want this one flopping in the wind over here. Can you see that? So put one on the back to make sure that is secure. Okay, this is really popped up. I don't know if you can see it from the dimension where you're at. Now the next thing we're going to do is take my multi-purpose liquid glue. Oh my goodness, they need to come up with 1-word items. This is glue, liquid glue. Oh man. All right, so now I cut out the word hooray. And what we're going to do with that is put a little bit on the Y, and because this is set overnight, I need to stick my little needle in there that I usually leave in there, and this just will loosen up that glue that's dry. And just put a little bit on the Y. Whoops, that was a lot. And then a little bit on the H. And now we are going to put this at an angle on the front part of the card. Hooray. Think of every occasion that you say hooray for. There's a lot. Just do not use this on a sympathy card, please. Unless you're really glad. I'm just kidding. All right. Oh gosh, I like that. It even bows a little bit. That's cool. I like that better than my original. All right, now I want you to grab all the trimmings. I have not even had this that long, and look at how many I've used. And you can see that I'm mostly using these white ones, and the reason is because you can color them. You just take your blends, and I use light Bermuda Bay. Really, any of these blues are gonna match. So I'm gonna do 2 large ones and 1 small one. And when you're doing little dimensional or little embellishments like this, it's good to work in odd numbers, I think. They say that for decorating and stuff like that. So let's just add a little bit of fun. And I do usually a large and a small. And then for that 3rd one, I'll do the larger one. The reason I chose larger is because I'm running out of smaller ones, so, but you can do whatever you want. Or rhinestones would be cute too. That gives it even, whoops, more bling. And so really just whatever you're fancy. Pearls would work, depending on if you're using it for a guy or a girl. All right, that is our card. Fresh and fun. And like I said, think of the colors you could do. Like you could do ombre pinks or yellows. You don't have to do ombre. You could do DSP strips that you're trying to get rid of. You could do Halloween, really just anything. And then the last part is the inside. What I want to do for this is, the sentiment is thoughtful, kind, generous. That's you. Because in real life, I do need to send a thank you card. So this one's going out today. So just put that right smack in the middle. I chose Bermuda Bay for this one. I wanted a nice dark image. And remember that star I told you to hang on to? We're going to use that because it's scrap anyway. And sometimes I save these and I go, oh, someday I'll use it. And then they're always in my scrap bin forever. So I thought, let's just use it right away. And it coordinates with the card. So we're just going to hike that off to the side. And again, remember, I'm not afraid for things to go off the edge. I kind of like that. So whatever goes off the edge, just trim it off like that. So this time even we decorated the inside of it. So wasn't that fast and easy? Really, all you have to do is figure out your colors. That was my hardest part, and getting it straight. Is it straight? It's a little bit uphill, but you get the gist of it. If I could stand and be right above it, I think it would have been straighter. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I will be back next week, and you will see my class to go for September. So I can't wait to share that with you. And you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you again soon. Bye-bye.